Oasis 2025. Yours truly just got back from Toronto, Ontario.
Nope.
We're going to talk about it. Thanks for joining us. Here we go. Oasis freeze frame. See how I did that? I'm a professional.
You're a professional.
So it's not just Oasis to talk about Oasis. It's to talk about the whole, like, the structure of what has just happened with this band, the monumental sell-through of a world tour after a 16-year hiatus as a band. These guys broke up a long time ago.
16 years, huh?
I think it was 2009.
That's pretty good.
I saw them last in 2003-04, I believe.
Okay.
And that's what sort of spawned this conversation. We'll get into like how awesome the show is, all that cool stuff. But when I saw them playing at the Roseland Ballroom, I believe, in New York City, capacity of 3,200 people.
We looked it up.
Sold out. So this whole tour sold out within minutes. Every venue is close to 80,000 people. Insanity. I don't know of any other bands that are going to be able to pull that from a 90s period. Can you think of one? It's tricky, right?
It is tricky. So that a band that was new in the 90s and then takes a 16-year break.
Well, that's what shocked me when I was at this. So I'm at the show. So we fly to Canada just to go to the show, obviously. So we're spending money on hotels and restaurants and drinks and trains and subways. The infrastructure money output is huge there, but the fans all over the city of Toronto, which we looked up as well, is like Toronto proper is like almost 2. Then you got 7 million for everything.
Yeah, it was almost 3 for just Toronto, and then the Greater Toronto it said was like 7 million, but 7 to 8. I
saw Adidas jackets everywhere, all through the city. So the first thing we did, we arrive on a Friday morning. I know there's a pop-up shop. They have these pop-up shops for these big concerts like this in downtown Toronto on Queen Street, which was near our hotel, which worked out really well, which was also near a venue I used to play at. We'll get to that later, which is really funny. I walked by chance and had this flashback and remembered the meth-idled guy that was there. It's a long story, but from 20 years ago almost. It's crazy. But anyway.
They had meth in Canada. They do meth.
They're the nicest meth heads I've ever met. Everyone in Canada is amazing.
Like,
before I continue, like, if you haven't been to Canada, they're the nicest people in the world. It really frustrates
It's pretty nice, yeah.
I'm gonna start a pact to not to, like, no one's taking over each other. We're just joining forces. Can America somehow? We're all, don't get mad at me. It's the nicest people you'll ever meet. It's really frustrating. I love everybody was so kind. Anyway, so I get to the pop-up shop.
A Canadian, just to add, a Canadian did call the other day, and he's like, "Greetings from your potential 51st date," and I thought that was hilarious. I was like, way to poke fun. I thought that was good.
No, they're so nice. But anyway, so we're just walking. I'm like, oh, the pop-up shop's around the corner. Let's go see it. No one's going to be there. It doesn't open until 11. It's like 10 o'clock right now.
Wrong.
Wrapped around the block. Not around the building, around the block. So we hop in. We get to wait by the dumpsters, fortunately. That's where our spot is, the dumpsters. We're there for almost 3 hours, my patient wife hanging out with a bunch of other Oasis fans to buy overpriced t-shirts and jackets and patches.
You mean they weren't super reasonably priced and affordable? No. The price of merch is wild to me. Like, I'm kind of happy for the bands because I like them and want them to do well. But, man.
So just wrapping your head around that, we're all spending a minimum of $100. Thank God the dollar is much more.
I mean, what could you really go in there and buy that you were gonna wait in line for 3 hours?
I was like, Taylor, grab anything.
Right?
I was like, get stuff for the kids, get stuff for you. She got a Wonderwall sweatshirt that was, I think, $120.
I was gonna say, what was a t-shirt?
Canadian.
T-shirt.
60 Canadian. And
60 Canadian.
It's a 71 cent to the dollar.
Right.
Canadian U.S. Exchange rate right now. I looked all this up to make sure. But anyway, so but the whole line wait was actually fun. I did get sunburned a little bit on my neck. I showed you guys earlier.
It's part of the experience. It's
good for you. Part of the experience. Had a great time. I felt good leaving, spending hundreds of Canadian dollars there. The checkout people were kind as can be, like, hey, it's great stuff you got. And so it was like, what's happening right now?
Did you have to tip them?
No, there was no tipping. It was wonderful.
Man, it's better than the U.S. then.
And
so weird.
There's tipping at the venue. Anyway, so we do that. We hang out in town for another day. The show's on Sunday night. We take the train, the metro's up there. This is how great Canada is too. They're like, hey, the Metro is going to be free for the Oasis concert.
What?
Yeah, right? So, and on your way back,
Man.
too, the trains are all free. The express trains are the local trains. We took the local because I wanted to get the flavor. But that's another story. No, so we get to the venue. The venue is an old converted airport.
Cool.
It's huge. It doesn't make sense. Like, you're walking on a runway to get to the venue. In the lines, like, I mean, it's a good, like, we did, I think, 20,000 steps per day.
But you're sort of inside, or not really?
No, there's no inside.
Okay.
It's all outside. It's
Okay.
awesome.
So it's in this old airfield,
It's an
essentially.
airfield,
Okay,
yes.
gotcha.
There's no airport, I apologize. But the outside areas,
Yeah.
it's like town. It's bigger than Southern Pines.
Yeah.
Like where you're walking through just to.
I mean, there's not 80,000 people in Southern Pines, so yeah.
And here's where the Canadians just crushed it. I've been to a lot of concerts in America, and I've been, we went and saw Shane Gillis even.
Right.
We had to wait in line to get our beer. We had to wait in line to get our food. Probably 20 minutes to get food and stuff. There's no lines. They have so much food services, so much beer services. You just walk up and get a beer.
That's nice.
You walk up and get your overpriced sandwich. You walk up, you have to wait in line for your overpriced swag for Oasis.
Well, that's fair.
But that's one thing. So this is all the experience. If you haven't done it, you're preparing it. But the swag's great. Great swag. The hats are hilarious. The merch is, the Adidas stuff sells out like wildfire. You have to get in line. I ordered mine online just to have it. It's en route. We'll be here Wednesday. Thank you very much. After watching everybody, I was so sad. I was like, I can't get it. I have to have my tour Adidas jacket. Bye. $100 from Adidas.com. I think they have some left. Go for it. 170 to 220 at the events up there. It's festival pricing. Anyway, so there's a whole city, a whole village. Everyone's happy. Everyone's just chilling out. You're sitting on there, drinking your beers, Stella's. And then it's time to go. Then
Nice. Wonderwall.
Cage the Elephant is the opener.
Okay, so they did have an opener.
It was yeah, and that's it. Which is thank God. It was an opener. They played for like 45 minutes.
Done.
It was awesome. It wasn't like this thing of like we got 14 opening bands. And I knew this was Cage's biggest show ever.
Yeah.
That they will ever play. And I like Cage the Elephant a lot, but they're not playing in front of 80,000 people. Let's say it's 30,000 people playing. They're playing, and it looks empty.
Right,
80,000.
right.
It's like, but still, 30,000 people.
wild.
And Cage worked their tails off. That singer is jumping around like Mick Jagger.
Right.
His songs were great. The sound was good. I was so proud of them. I was like, what a great moment for their band. Everyone's receptive. They're clapping. Right before Oasis starts, I left to go get another drink at this point after the end of Cage to go get a drink. Final piss. You go back in. Everyone pours in. Very orderly. Nobody's pushing.
Where's the fun? Where's the fun?
It was amazing. It was amazing.
It's the Merle Fest of rock concerts.
A little bit. No, but I do agree in some ways. Like down in the sort of the pits, I think when you see it at Wembley, it's a different vibe.
Okay.
Like it's much more like boom, 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 boom. The people are sort of, because I saw them at Roseland, and the girl I was with, she was just a friend. She had to walk to the back because she was like, this is getting a little rough. I'm like, cool, I'll see you after the show. And she went and stayed at the back because it's a little bit more intense.
The football riots, the soccer riots.
I mean, it's not like that. But everyone's having a great time, but they didn't have
Brits.
quite that energy, I think, as the UK shows. But it starts off with
They're nice.
You're gonna bleep this out. The fucking at the bushes song sort of what sort of
yeah.
starts it, and they've been doing it, and it's great. The visuals, if you're going, I'm not gonna give away any set list stuff because I didn't want to know anything. They do play Wonderwall. That just played in Champagne Supernova. Just played somewhere in there. I'm not saying anything
It'd be
else.
really funny if they were like, nah, we won't do it.
We're tired of
We won't
Wonderwall.
do it. Oh yeah, that'd be hilarious actually.
We just don't do that anymore. We're
Man.
just new stuff. No, but the visualizations, the visualizer, the graphics presentation to make 6 dudes playing guitar and bass and singing interesting was spectacular. Spectacular visuals. Hats off to that production team who did it. Sound was good. It was loud, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
It was like a wall of sound. It felt rock and roll.
I'm assuming they used real amps.
They used real amps. They had amps even facing backwards and forwards because
Cool.
it was cool because they cranked the high watts. Those are facing behind the other way from the artist and the audience. So it just didn't. It was awesome. It could have been a little more clear at points, but once Noel starts ripping her bones on the guitar, or the real guitar player that they bring with them. That's their lead guitar player.
The ringer.
He does some of the good work there. But Noel was ripping solos again, which was awesome. Because I saw Noel solo, I think 2 years ago with High Flying Birds, and like he didn't do some of the solos, and it was nice to see him doing the solos.
Fair.
But Liam's in perfect swagger. I mean, wearing his parka,
His tambourine on his head.
his Tambo hat. It was raining. No one left. Well, a few people left, but hardly anybody left because it was a great rain. It was just the right amount of chilliness. Any colder would have been unpleasant. And it didn't pour, but people stayed. And you can't leave during Champagne Supernova, but it was like the last 45 minutes was rain, and the crowds kept going.
That's kind of cool. It's kind of fun.
I thought it was great. I'm glad it rained because we all left like just soaked. My wife had to wear her wet shoes the whole next day on the travel back, which I thought was hilarious because she has girl shoes and they don't dry. I wear man shoes that do.
Yeah, that's fair.
It was awesome. But no, it's my overall experience was it was well worth the money to go see an iconic band like that, and to see a band from the 90s be able to pull that type of audience, that type of revenue pull.
Because a lot of those bands, obviously, some of those bands, even when you saw Everclear not long ago, you guys saw Everclear, like that was in how big of a spot?
It was like sort of a bar / it was a nice theater bar, but it wasn't like.
I mean, some of those like legacy 90s acts
maybe
still
like
having careers,
1,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is still like that's a career, like 1,000 a night, but like, and Liam and Noel have been going for ever since the breakup, and solo
stuff, yeah.
But I've seen them solo. It's nothing compared to seeing them as a band. No, there's the energy's the completely different thing. It's Liam's a rock star no matter where he is. Noel's a rock star, but this is the way you're supposed to see the Brothers Gallagher, and it's all thanks to their mother and the bazillions of dollars they're making on this event. So they have 41 dates on this tour.
It's pretty good. They make them all. Seem to be being happy.
They're halfway
not
through. This was the halfway point. They've got they're pulling in at least 30 mil a night.
So
ticket sales.
Okay. They're doing fine.
Merch is at least probably 4 million per night. Let's not talk about beer and everything. It's insanity. So, but the overall spirit and fun of it was just it was fun to see such a big show with such a good energy and playing all the hits you expect, playing all those and some of the ones you wouldn't expect maybe, and just it looked like they were having fun.
I mean, that's really cool.
It was cool. It's if you haven't gotten tickets and you're thinking about it, you're on the fence and you can get them, I highly recommend it. I would consider going again to the final London shows if anybody has extra tickets. They added some. I can't pay for the tickets. I'm broke after this trip. I'll fly over there. I'll figure it out though.
I need to see your pictures because one time at the Red Rooster on Zamombrine in Nashville. Do you remember that place?
Yeah.
I was playing at a blues gym there, and then this guy with this kind of funny haircut, who turned out to be the bass player for Oasis, bought me a bunch of drinks after. He was shit-faced. He was really drunk. But we hung out. He was the coolest dude. I mean, he wasn't like the original bass player.
So I know who he was. He was a great bass player. He was the cool bass player.
He was fantastic.
Yeah.
They play his piano. Like, is he the same guy now?
God, I don't remember now. Gosh, I should have known that because they had a keyboard player too. You kind of have to.
Look it up.
Yeah, you have to.
What he looks like.
The bass player that they had in like the last the 2004, 5 to 9, the finale, he was great. I can't remember if that was him. That was a great band. That was probably some of their best players in some ways. I don't know who's playing with them right now. But I love that bass player.
He was very generous.
Funny
very
haircut.
Kind.
Pasty white guy. Yeah, it's Oasis.
British.
Hello.
Really,
how you doing? Hey, come on, play with Oasis. Wee band.
It was fun.
But just, I mean,
I didn't believe that he was really the bass player for Oasis. I had to look it up afterwards. But
I almost got emotional when they first came out.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh my God, like this was, and I'm a man that doesn't cry. I have a problem. I have issues. I need to talk to a therapist.
No tear ducts.
That's a long story.
He lost his tear ducts in a tragic accident.
There's a truth. Did you not know the story about that? We'll get into that later. No, you Baxter lore. No, it was just fascinating. Just to just to have the emotional thing, like the people behind us singing, just like because that was my childhood.
Yeah.
Like when this band came out, like '93 and '2 and whatnot, and just what a neat thing to see and how much world domination they're doing right now. And doing it. And I love those two brothers who are back together. I hope they never break up. I'm nervous they're going to make an album and no one's going to care about it. I will buy it. I will buy the vinyl immediately, but I want them to make one that part of me doesn't want them to.
I was trying to think if there's any band like that who, like, over a huge long span, kept making new albums that were good that people cared about, and I can only think of one example. It's Tom Petty.
God, yeah.
Tom Petty kept making albums like...
He chose the right time to stop.
Yeah, you know, and then you're just like, oh, well. That was rough. That was rough. Too soon.
It's not too. That was years ago. Now I can make all the jokes I want.
It's still too soon, Baxter.
It's too soon. But you got tattoos in your arm about it,
That's
so
fine.
it matters to you. But no,
I
it's
got to see him. It was fine.
I would still love to see another Oasis record. I do want to get it. I want to listen to it. I want to love it. But I don't know. I know it's tricky. Part of me wants them just to stop.
Could be amazing.
Have a long break after this too.
You think so?
I hope
so. Like, don't keep going.
I mean, I feel this is a world tour.
Right.
You know, like this is, I say take a couple years at least.
Okay.
You know, like I think this is like maybe a 3-year break.
And then maybe do it again.
And then have a record come out, support the record with your greatest hits. I don't know.
Maybe they should do like a greatest hits album with like 2 new singles. I feel like sometimes bands do that and it's successful.
Clever.
You know.
I feel like they've already done that though.
They probably have. Just my thoughts.
Who knows? If you haven't seen them again, go check it out. Thanks for watching us. Click like, subscribe.
Hit the bell. The Wonderwall, if you will.
And we've even had a Wonderwall-a-thon at our shop.
Wonderwall, we did.
Where we made people play
and bleed
for 8.5 hours to win a free GS Mini.
We didn't make them play for 8.5 hours. They wussed out at 8.5 hours.
They chose to play that long.
They could have played longer.
A young teenage female crushed them all.
She was just like, no big deal.
No worries.
No
Guys'
big deal.
hands are splitting open. She crushed them, and she's the winner. So again, thanks for joining us. Oasis forever. Get your Adidas swag now.